back, everyone. It is Sunday sit-down time. It is that time of year we have the man that knows everything about Mizzou hoops, Drew King from PowerMizzou. Thanks for joining us. How you been?
I've been
this
good.
off-season? Good?
It's been really, really good, yeah.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, it feels hard to believe that this season is already here, and I feel like year after year we come in, and I just don't know much about this team. It's the era of the transfer portal. You know, what do you make of these pieces that Dennis Gates has brought in the offseason? Seems like some pretty important ones.
Yeah, so it's 11 newcomers, right? And it's going to be that way for the foreseeable future for sure. I think starting off, you got to talk about the freshman class. They're ranked number 5 in the country. All 5 guys are ranked in the top 150, so it's a really historic class for this program. Starting off, you got T.O. Barrett, 6'4", really big guard, really wants to do everything it takes to win, does all the little things, kind of reminds me of Trago Million a little bit. Then you've got Honor Boateng, who's a 6'6" guy. He's kind of the gem of the class here, ranked number 26 in the country, borderline 5-star guy. He's really big, really strong, really physical. I think that they have some high hopes for him this year. You've got Marcus Allen, who's another 6'7" wing, kind of your prototypical guy that you would have seen at Florida State back when Coach Gates and CY were there. Defensive lockdown guy. And then they got the 2 big kids, Peyton Marshall and Trent Burns. Marshall is 7 foot, 300 pounds, kind of reminds me of the mountain from Game of Thrones, you know? And then Trent Burns, 7 foot 5, can extend his range to the 3-point line, so some really versatile pieces there. And then you've also got the transfer class. I don't know if you want to talk more about that, Natalie.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Mark Mitchell obviously was the highlight of the offseason. What kind of addition? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious what Mark Mitchell can bring to the court, but what kind of addition is that for Dennis Gates, and just how crucial was it to get him in the offseason?
Yeah, I mean, that's a headline guy. He was a starter for 2 years at Duke, and both Duke teams went to the Elite Eight, so I think he was a crucial piece for them. I think it all starts on the defensive end for Mark Mitchell. He's 6'9" and 230 and can really guard pretty much any position on the court, so I think that he could be a really impactful guy on that end. On offense, he can dribble the ball a little bit, and he's really athletic. I don't know if you knew this, Natalie, but he competed in the Junior Olympics when he was in middle school, so he's a really athletic guy, can dribble a little bit, gets to the rim. He reminds me of Kobe Brown, flashes of Kobe Brown a little bit, but on top of that, he's working on his 3-point shot, and if that can become a consistent part of his game, he's going to be a really, really good player for Mizzou. I think he's got the potential to make an All-SEC team this season.
Well, the thing I found interesting, just his friendship with Tamar Bates, you know, got to know them over the offseason, grew up playing together in Kansas City. That's going to be a connection to watch on the court. Obviously, Tamar Bates, a guy that fits so well in Dennis Gates' system. How do you feel like Mark Mitchell could slide into that system, and how do you think this system kind of suits him?
Yeah, I think that playing up-tempo will really help Mark Mitchell. I think he's a huge threat in transition. At Duke, they kind of pigeonholed him a little bit, where we just want you to kind of dunk the basketball and then run back and play defense. In this system, he's going to have the ball in his hands a lot more. So I think that will really suit his game and kind of unlock some things that maybe he hasn't yet in his career.
Well, you were happy to see a guy like Tamar Bates, who really, in a season where there wasn't a lot of positives last year, he was a positive. You're happy to see him stick around. What do you feel like is the potential for a guy like Tamar Bates going into this season?
Yeah, I mean, he showed it last year in SEC play, averaging 16 points, something like that, and shooting almost 50-40, 50-40-90 from everywhere. So I think that they're kind of looking at him like, hey, you have some pressure off of you now that we have Mark Mitchell here and we have Caleb Grill healthy. So I think that for Bates, he could take another step forward, getting guys in those ISO situations and taking advantage of it. He's still going to be a really efficient scorer. I think for him to take the next step, he's got to prove himself a little bit more on the defensive end, maybe be a little bit more of a rebounder and a playmaker.
Well, a critical addition overall, I feel like, is the height. I mean, the SEC, year after year, it seems like it gets bigger, faster, stronger. What do you think of the height additions that Dennis Gates has made? How much is that going to help?
Yeah. Natalie, we were at Media Day, and I was interviewing T.O. Barrett, right? And I'm not a small guy. I'm like 6'2", and he's, like, towering over me, you know? And he's the small freshman. So, like, that's going to be a huge part of this game. At one point during the exhibition against Lincoln on Saturday, they had 4 guys out there that were all 6'7" or taller. similar. So that's going to give them a lot of flexibility, especially on the defensive end, kind of switching across positions and getting their hands in the passing lane.
Well, Drew, it's hard to compare last season when you have a whole new team, but when you look at 0 for 18 in conference play, you know, obviously there's only to go up, but, you know, what do you think is the expectations for this season when you look at head coach Dennis Gates?
Yeah, so, I mean, last year, part of it, I think, is kind of like when a football team loses their 2 starting cornerbacks, and then you're asking, like, why can't you stop the pass? Like, it's really tough for that situation. So I think for them coming into this year healthy, they've got everybody available to them pending Tony Perkins' situation, but I think that that's going to be a really big part of what helps this year. And then, like we've talked about, just kind of the influx of talent with Mark Mitchell, the transfers, all the freshmen. I think that this team is going to be kind of right on the border of the bubble of making the NCAA tournament. They just need a few things to go their way that didn't last year.
Well, Drew, I appreciate you making some time for us. Looking forward to your coverage all season.
Thank you so much, Matt.
For the rest of you guys, we'll be right back after the break.